10 real-life giants you won't believe exist. Just know, your daily dose of knowledge. Robert Bobromski. This 18-year-old boy, until recently considered the tallest teenager in the world, comes from Romania, but now lives in Ohio, where he moved with his parents in order to study at the training center for Olympians and Paralympians. The boy is 2 meters and 31 centimeters tall. That's 7.5 feet in freedom units. He's now considered to be the tallest professional basketball player in Europe and the second tallest player in the world. Height is quite an attribute in basketball. However, the boy, due to his very above average height, is also struggling on the court. Despite his undoubted advantage over his opponents, Robert has to work hard on his mobility, which is his weakest point. Alyssa to Cruz Silva. This girl and her fiance were loud on the internet some time ago. However, recently the couple gained publicity again, and it's because of their wedding, thanks to which the girl was called the tallest bride in the world. Alyssa is 2.03 meters tall, and her current husband is over 40 centimeters shorter than her. The couple dated for 3 years before getting married, and after a year of living together, they decided to legalize their relationship, as they both admit the difference in height is not a problem for them. Andrew the Giant. He's an American wrestler and actor of French origin, born in 1946 in Grenoble. He lived for only 46 years. He debuted in the ring in 1963, but his greatest fame came from his clashes with the legendary Hulk Hogan. Andrew was a wrestling champion of the American Federation, WWE, both individually and as a team. His height was 2 meters and 24 centimeters, and he was the result of gigantism, a disease caused by excessive amounts of growth hormone. An interesting fact is that the image of the wrestler was used by Shepard Fairey, one of the first artists dealing with the so-called street art or art located in a public space. At the turn of the 20th and the 21st century, in many cities in the United States, it was possible to see an image of a wrestler together with characteristic logos, which later turned into a clothing brand. Do you like our channel? Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Jeff Dabe. In 1963, in Minnesota, was born a boy. Everything would be fine with him except for one thing. Although from a medical point of view, his hands were healthy, it is not known why they were much larger than they should be. At the age of 10, the boy's unnaturally calloused arms earned him the nickname Pape. As the man grew older, his hands and arms also grew larger than they should have. In the 1970s, Jeff even managed to compete in a professional arm wrestling competition, despite the fact that he was still a teenager at the time. He then turned professional in this sport, and despite his current age of 50 years, he continues to compete and succeed. It is not known what caused such a growth of muscle tissue on the hands and arms of the man, but compared to the dimensions of average people, Jeff's hands and arms are simply huge. Sajad Garibi, nicknamed the Iranian Salk or Persian Hercules. The man took interest in many corners of the world by storm in a very short time. It all started with posting pictures on the internet and ended with an international success. This 26-year-old man has been training in the gym for years, which combined with genetic conditions, specialized training, and strict diet resulted in amazing results. The athlete weighs 155 kilograms and is 186 centimeters tall and is able to lift 175 kilograms and claims that his body consists of nothing but muscle. One thing is for sure, the man is of incredible size, and thanks to it, he has gained a considerable audience of almost 400,000 followers on Instagram. Sandy Allen. She is an American who in 2008 was the tallest living woman in the world. She was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records as the world's tallest woman in 1976 with a height of 232 centimeters. Her abnormal height was a pituitary tumor resulting in an uncontrolled release of growth hormone. At the age of 22, she underwent brain surgery that allowed for partial growth inhibition and limited to some extent further medical problems associated with gigantism. The woman has appeared in several films and documentary programs. She spent her last moments in a senior citizen home in Indiana. Zhong Jin Lan. Born in 1964, she lived only 18 years. Her height is the largest documented height in a woman in the world. She was born in Hunan, China, and spent her entire life there. In the 1980s, she was probably the tallest living person on the planet. The girl was a staggering 248.3 centimeters tall, but she couldn't fully stand upright due to numerous defects and health issues. Do you like our channel? Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Sultan Kosan. Born December 10, 1982 in Turkey. He is a farmer because his height did not allow him to finish local school. Currently, he is the tallest living person in the world. He was entered into the Guinness Book of World Records with a height of 251 centimeters, and this result would have been even greater if Sultan had not undergone a treatment which suppressed the secretion of growth hormone in his body. He wears a 126 centimeter long pair of pants, and sleeves of his clothes must be at least 97 centimeters long. His hands are over 27 centimeters long, and his shoe size, according to the European scale, is 58. Vanyo Millerini. This man, who from 1940 to 1963 was the tallest person alive. He suffered from acromegalia, a disease by which the body secretes excess growth hormone. He was born in Helsinki, Finland, and besides being the tallest man in the world, he was also the tallest soldier in history. After leaving the army, he traveled around Europe as a member of the circus group. Then he was involved in raising chickens in one of the Finnish villages. He was exactly 251 centimeters and 4 millimeters tall, and despite his height, he had well-developed physique and gave the impression of a strong and healthy man. Robert Wallow. He was born in 1918 in Alton, Illinois. He lived 22 years and undoubtedly was the tallest man known to medicine in the world. At the age of 5, he measured 155 centimeters tall, and in the 3rd grade of elementary school, he outgrew his teacher. When he was 13 years old, he already measured 224 centimeters. Eventually, he reached a height of 272 centimeters and a weight of 222 kilograms. From a young age, he was a member of a traveling circus, and it was thanks to this work that he gained international fame. In the circus, he was not portrayed as a freak, but as a healthy, strong man with unimaginable physical strength. He also collaborated on a commercial with a company that made shoes for him. Unfortunately, in 1940, he suffered a bruised ankle during one of the performances, which turned into an infection and ended his life and career. In the United States, there are several memorials to him, including one in his hometown of Alton, where authorities have honored him with a 1-to-1 statue. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, we invite you to subscribe to our channel and watch our other videos.